Well, hello. So, sorry, little hard getting started this morning because I'm dealing with a little issue, and I'll show you here in a moment. You're going to hear Charlotte. I don't know. I can't find her bark collar, but she's being extremely terrible this morning. So, you will probably hear, and I'm going to show you a couple of things who is behind all this barking, but I apologize. I hope she doesn't come downstairs barking at us. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Tiff. So we're going to make our cute little brag book, and I want to show you a couple of things because I've had a lot of you ask about the Sprocket 4x6 printer. Right now it is hooked up, but I'm taking a picture right off of it. Let's see. I can't unplug it. I've shown it before. This one is the Sprocket 4x6. And then I have the Sprocket, the little guy. And the nice thing with this little guy is you can just print right from your phone. And it has you charge it right on your phone plug. And I can do 2x3 prints that fit smaller areas. Or maybe you don't need big pictures. But the Sprocket, you can do collages. Super easy to use. So if you're wanting to know the quality, and did I just knock us off again? Me and this mouse are not friends. There we go. It comes out like this. So if you're wondering what the quality is, let me take this off. This is the quality. The only thing, I love the 4x6. The only thing with this is you only get to choose the one paper, and it is just it is shiny, but it's okay. And then I cut them down because a lot of you will say, well, I need a book that fits 4x6, but to be honest with you, I like to trim mine to get rid of my background. I'm going to show you the one making all the noise. So this brag book right now, I just use my temporary because I am going to reprint one of them. Is where I want to put the Bratz. She's the one out there right now howling her brains out because my husband went to do pickups at the warehouse. The minute he leaves, she does this. So he's going to start taking her with him. It's like having toddlers all over again. So this was from their photo shoot last year. And also, I want to show you, most of you already know how to cut down your photos. I cut the first one, and basically that's where I go. So to fit our little brag book, your pictures will be 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. Oh, 4 3/4, sorry. So I just put them in my cutter. And I do just like I do my albums. I just kind of symmetrically go back and forth, and I don't want to get rid of his hand. And I don't want to quite get rid of all the trees. So I just cut them pretty much all the same size. Okay, you still have some of his hand there. And then with photos, I do round the corners unless you're going to lay them completely flat. And as you can see, I'm touching. So you guys, yeah, some of you were worried, is it going to leave fingerprints? It really doesn't. And you can wipe it with a microcloth if it did. And because I'm not ready to put them all in yet, I will even ink the edges so that it doesn't show so white. This one's not bad, but also, as you can see, the colors are beautiful. So I'm glad that that one was coming off the printer, and so I could show you exactly. It is truly that red. And then this is for pictures going horizontal. And this was their cookie baking episode. And I know some of you may think it's really funny, all these pictures of the dogs, but I follow a lot of, on my personal Instagram, a lot of, dog people. And you know what I thought was so cute? This one lady posted, and she's so right. Nobody talks about when we get in our 50s and 60s and the pets we bring home as empty nesters, and they become our children. We all used to think that's so silly if we're not there yet, but as empty nesters, they are we have children, we have grandchildren. We like the dogs better than the children, but we love the grandchildren. No, I'm kidding. But you understand, right? And well, this one will print on sticky paper. If you get sticky paper for the 4x6, I think there is a sticky paper. I haven't tried it. This comes with sticky paper. And it has you don't have to have an ink cartridge. You have to have an ink cartridge with the big one. And it comes with the papers. And they are sticky on the back. Super easy to fold. Super easy to take with you. So if you want to do photos and give them to people, super easy. And I'll put that on correctly. I don't want to break anything. So that is what we're making today. Again, super cute. You can mail it. You can add like a card on the back. And I did post the cutting guide, so we're going to get started with that. And I have everything cut today. And this is truly, you can use up those scraps now because we're just using 1-inch strips. And I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's just telling her brains out. So these are scraps. And our cover, they're all scraps. There's my back cover. And then I did use just white 65 pound. Now we also have the black 65 pound. So you can use the black 65 pound in your projects. Now, right after this tutorial, I am going to start a new tutorial and go over our December daily and where I'm at so far. Of course, every year it's the same. I am not as far as I want to be, but we're going to do that. After this video, I'll start a new video. Okay, for our cutting guide. The first thing you want to cut, and here she comes, 5 1/4 by 12. Now, do you hear her? 5 1/4 by 12. So if you want to get a beagle, make sure you buy bark collars. We just do the vibrating ones. Or make your husband take them with him. Okay, 12 inches is going to be at the top of my scoreboard. And we are going to score at 5 1/4 because our book is 5 1/4. 5 3/4. This will also be like a cute birthday brag book. You can use this for so many things. I like doing projects that are interchangeable. And 11 and 11 1/2. So we have 5 1/4, 5 3/4, 11, 11 1/2. Hello, Tanya. Now we're going to score the pages. You can add more. Well, that must be an extra. You can add more than 6 pages on this. Okay, this must just be all little extra pieces. 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 by 5 1/4. And they're all the same except for the scoring. And I did go ahead and post scoring, and it's wrong. And I hope if you cut these ahead of time, I'm sorry. This is what happens, but you use the same paper and you'll see what I mean in a minute. What you're going to do. I forgot to tell you to score on the 5 3/4 side if you followed on Scrapbookers. So first 3, we're going to score with the 5 3/4 at the top at 1/2 inch. Again, the 5 3/4 1/2 inch. And 5 3/4 at the top and 1/2 inch. Those are going to be going that way. or you can put them any way you like. Now the next three you should put at the 5 1/4 at the top and score it 1/2 inch. Like I said, if you did all your pre-scoring, then just rub that out and rescore it with the 5 1/4 at the top of your scoreboard. And I will fix that right after we're done. And I believe it's at the top of this video, so I'll fix that too. And that is all the scoring that we have. Now we have a 2 by 5 1/4 inch piece. I did have, and it's height. No, I need to cut that one. So that's going to be that closure, that flap, and you can make it bigger. But I went with 2. By 5 1/4. We don't score on this, so I'm going to go ahead and round my corners on everything. But let me show you. With the score at the top, you know, I think I did tell you right. I think I'm not thinking right this morning. You know what, guys? I did tell you right. So this one goes this way. This one goes this way. Okay. They all, nope, I was completely right this time, and I didn't trust myself. I just have to fix mine. And if you are following me, then go ahead and fix yours. Sorry. The cutting guide was correct for all 6 pieces. I've just made this one because I've made it for so many years that I usually just do it, and I should have just done it. So all of them are with the 5 3/4 at the top of the scoreboard, scoring at 1/2 inch. Easy fix. Super easy fix. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Those will be our vertical, or no, those will go that way with the score. I'm not going to try the vertical and horizontal this morning. I'm on 1 cup of coffee. Been a busy morning. Okay. Score at the top. This one, my score, when we put it on, will be at the left. So I'll burnish and then round my corners. Then we'll make our cover. And I love that you can pop this out and get it to a family member quickly. Add some photos. Use it as a stocking stuffer. That'd be cute too. Give them a roll of adhesive. And maybe even print out the pictures for them. It'd be really good, cute for a teen to make their scrapbook. And our cover. Let's go ahead and burnish our score lines. And I love to leave room. Even though you can add, you could add another page or two, but see, when you start adding pictures, you're going to see it, just those photos, it starts to bulk up. So this is where our 2-inch extension will go to create our little cover flap. So I'm going to just turn this over, and I want to make sure. Oops. Hanging on the edge, I didn't get cut off. Oh, you do. You need one. They're awesome, and the color is really nice. Well, I cut that at 5 1/8 for some reason. So make sure it's 5 1/4 by 2. And there she starts up again. Okay, I am really sorry. I can stop. If I have to, I might go get her bark collar if it's too annoying for everybody. I just may do that and let you guys get your papers cut. Let me put these on. I don't know why she's being such a stink pot. I'm just going to barely take those top corners off. Did you guys, anybody out there have that toddler you'd get in the car, or teenager? Not so much teenager. And your husband would come home and say, never again, because she didn't. One time he took my son to the airport with him to go pick up airplane parts when he was active duty. And he let our son go with him, and he brought him back and says, how do you do this? He didn't stop talking when we left the house from the airport home. And I'm like, that's why I have selective hearing, right? And now it's with this dog. And he's going to start taking her with him. Hi, Crafty Chris. Okay, I won't be offended if she's annoying. You got somebody, please tell me. Okay, let's go ahead and burnish that down. And I mean, I feel bad for her though. She really does love my husband, and I don't know why, because but he does love her. He lies. Now, don't round these corners off, because that's where we're adding our pages. But I do want to go ahead and put a magnet. Otherwise, I'll get going here, and then you know what? I will forget. And I usually use there's my tonic. I just got some I need to use up. You just need the tonic small or the basic gray small. Like I said, I usually use those, but we have these from kits, and they're generic without sticky stuff. So I want to just use those up. And you don't have to use a magnet. You could do a ribbon or leave it without. Oh, Crafty Chris, you'll make about 5 of these tonight. They're not hard at all. I just got everything really pre-cut, and then they come together so easy. Okay, now let's stick That works good. Just making sure, yeah, we're in the right spot. Well, work gets in the way of crafting, but then you got to work to craft. I understand. Our 3 pages where we did the scoring to the left, we are just going to attach right on our cover. And this is where, go ahead and check it. If you need to trim it a little bit, they are the same height as the page, then you can trim them now. You just don't want anything sticking over the top. Oh, I did do a miter on the corners. Just a little bit. Just to get rid of the pointy edge. Oh, you could. How cute. Oh, yeah. You'll get a couple of these. Oh, yeah. You'll get them made in no time. I also am going to get 5 made for this thing we're doing this weekend with some of the grandkids to put in their little snack boxes. And then they can put their pictures from what we're going to do Friday night, which we haven't told them. Oh, we're just fine. So that will be cute. Oh, my goodness. She's kind of heartbreaking to hear her bark like that, looking for him. We are just stacking the pages. One right on top of the other. That's what makes this so easy. But you still want them straight. Oh, hi, Maria. Well, welcome. Thank you. Now, this is a really cute little project. You could cut this down to 4 inches and then your pages to 4 inches and make a little 4x4. And you can hang those from your tree. So you can resize the width. I wouldn't resize the pages because you need to have these score lines. Say you only want it to be 5 inches or 4 inches. Just cut it 4x12. Do the same scoring and make these little pages the 4 by 5 3/4. And you've got yourself a little cute tiny one. I've made those too. Now for this one, I'm just going to turn it upside down so I can see where my pages are going. Let's just miter off a little bit of those corners. I don't want these in my food. Hi, Jacqueline, and welcome. Okay, now that should fit right between those score lines. I mean, right between them. Okay, there's my first one, and we're just going to stack them. Oh, Sandy, I did one of my craft desks before I started too, and after, well, I have to make some food for an event we're going to tonight, but oh yeah, I'm going to be working on my room tomorrow tomorrow, yeah, before our live. Because my desk, if you could see the rest of it, it looks like Doodlebug has just thrown up all over my desk because there's doodle pops, there's doodle pieces, there's doodle parts. I've really enjoyed working with Tinsel Time. It is so cute. Okay, that is the construction of the darling little brag book. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to start with the cover. So I'm flipping it over and I'll give you the measurements there. And I'm really glad I went with the red cardstock, which we have more coming. I'm out right now, but look how well, I mean, the red and the red just goes. So I was really happy about that. And again, you can totally, this is where you're going to use up your scraps. So let me give you the measurements for the cover. And I'm going to use, these were scraps. Remember, if you followed yesterday, we had this left over. So I cut this page down, and these are 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. And they're going to be my first matting. And I did do a double matting. And I'm using a 4 7/8 by 4 7/8 of an inch piece. And we're going to do the double matting here. And take that off since it's in a good spot. That's how it is here. I've got one small area clean, but I'm getting motivated. I have been so sore from the fall I took on the ice, but I'm much more motivated today. I'm not as sore. So watch those icy patches, guys. Now, if you're using something directional, be sure you have your album going the right direction. So I picked scraps that were non-directional, so I did not have to worry about that. She's got to wear herself out here pretty soon. Now for the back, I'm not double matting, and that's the 5 1/8 by 5 1/8 inch piece. Watch your score lines. And I like little books like this, say for holiday, Easter, St. Patty's, when you don't want to make a great, hi Sharisa, when you don't want to make a great, big, huge album. These are just great little brag books. The one thing I did not cut was for in the center, and This is a 1/2 inch. So with my scrap, I'm going to cut 4 1/2 inch pieces. Well, let's go down to 5 1/8 because I'm not wasting too much. So then I'll cut just a little over 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to cut 4 of those. Here, I'm going to mute you for just a minute. Okay, I thought he came home. I was going to tell him when he leaves again to take the dog. He is home.
I'm checking in the car.
For you. Oh, yeah, it's him. And she is so happy that he is home. We can have peace and quiet now. We can do our tutorial. The master is in the house. She's happy as can be. Notice how quiet it is. When he was in New Hampshire for a couple of weeks with his family, she never stopped. I thought I was going to go crazy. Okay, back to our holiday projects, not the dogs. Holiday projects. I can't believe we're in the countdown. We need to get these fun gifts out, but you may be stressing. So this is one of those non-stress fun projects you can do. Open this up. We'll do all these little gussets first because it helps to see those gussets. They're kind of hard on the thread paper. And then right there. All right. Okay, I'm going to do this little flap. And it's 2 inches by 5 1/4. And I cut a 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. That's for the inside. And then I cut a 1 5/8 by 4 3/4. So I need to round the edges going the correct direction. Well, not really, because I can turn it over. What am I saying? Oh, no, you couldn't. Yes, you could. Move the mouse. And we'll put the decoration on after we mat the inside. which is our doodle pop, and a cut apart. And now we can mat our pages. See how super simple? Now, what I did is I just took my scraps and I cut 3 for each side. So one side will have the floral, and they are 1 inches by 5 1/8. And you'll just cut these out of your leftovers. And then actually you need 4 and 4. So I'm just going to use front and back. And we'll have 4 1 inch. We'll have 8 1 inch by 5 1/8. See, I just did these, and we're going to use the borders in our kit. They're just here on the bottom. So this one I had the hollies and the Santas. And then we'll put it here also so that they match. And then these are all Santa. Well, I kind of went in and out with him. And then your white. And I just took a big stack. So I was able to cut it in my stack cutter. And I cut them at 4 inches by 5 1/8. And I believe I cut 16. I cut more than that, but I believe it's 16. And what we'll do is some will go vertical and some will go horizontal. So you can have both orientation of your photos. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and get these corners all cut. And decide I'm going to put the floral here. And I'll do the plaid on the other side. Oh, there's 2 you won't round off the corners. There's 3. So 3 we don't, did I tell you guys enough? I didn't. Oh, we need 8 for each side. Okay, we'll put these all on one side, and then we'll cut some for the other. So we'll just cut them as we go, our corners. But I'm going to put these down first, the 1 inch pieces. One on the back, so let's go ahead and round those off. See how quiet it is here? Now I put these 2 on the insides. So you can set this up any way you like. Love that floral. Okay. Now on the back, I'll put one on the outer edge here. Yeah. Excuse me. And one more right here. Then we'll put our white, the white matting down. And that way, the white's so much easier if you need to cut and adjust. Otherwise, they're 4 inches by 5 1/8. And you can use those for your picture spots or journaling or sentiment on as if it was a chunky card here. Some of this. Okay, now these we have to round the corners. Garbage can. And see how quick that comes together? We have just 2 more, no, 3 more. If you don't like the white and you have some of the leftover solids or petite prints, if you purchase the whole Tinsel Time collection, then you may have gotten your solids. You can put those in place. I really like the white background with the pictures I'm using. There's, as you see, so much color in the background of those, of the dogs, that I thought using a patterned paper might just take away from that. Okay, yeah, this is a great one. Co-workers, even neighbors. I've given albums to the neighbors and they love them. They bring them out every year. And that was back when we first moved here about 19 years ago. Now she has one married and she said, but she still pulls that out every year with their photos from that year. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. when you hear things like that. Instead, well, I didn't know what to do with it. I put it in the garbage. No, most people nowadays really appreciate the homemade. So it's cute, simple, easy. We're going to do the other side, but I want to do this first. And I want to show you if you happen to have stickers left over, or you bought like 2 collection kits. Grab my sticker sheet here. But you may not want to do this, but I do, because I knew I was going to use all of these down here at the bottom, and I've already used one when we did our other tutorial. So I'm just going to take my stickers and put them at 5 1/8. I'm going to cut up on here. I'm going to turn it around to 5 1/8 and do the same. I like them to fit perfect. There we go. Or you can cut them all just, right off if you like. So on this side, because we've got so much silver, I think I'm going to use the pink. And then it fits perfect. And I put it on the back page. Right there. And this it makes it easy on you just to pop those projects out, cut your stickers, make them fit, and then they'll look perfect when you put them down on the page. Okay, now see, it just adds a finishing touch. Okay, this side. Well, let me find another scrap to use, because I kind of goofed there, didn't I? I didn't cut enough. So we need 8 pieces for both sides. We'll never make it with that scrap. There we go. And I can use the silver. Once again, these are 5 1/8, and you want to cut 8 for each side, didn't we? I believe so. 2, 4, 7. 7 for each side, and they are 1 inches. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I do need one for inside here. Oh, I did cut it. Never mind. It's 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. I do have that piece, so we are good. Okay, same thing. We're going to go ahead and round the corners of the ones that are going to go out here on the outside. But I'll do them as I go. I can't remember which order I did. So without us talking, but with all your cutting, you really could make one of these in an hour. So this time I'm just going to add my 4" by 5 1/8 white cardstock as I go. And we won't have to go back and add that. Ooh. So on the front, I think we'll go with the stripe. Well, we don't want that part of the stripe. Again, it's 5 1/8. That's cute. I do like that. Okay, we'll do it at the top and the bottom. And then matting. So if you thought maybe Doodlebug kind of, you know, kiddish, this right here should show you, you can use this for so many things. Just depends on which side you want to use. I loved this collection this year because it didn't, I mean, it had what I consider a little bit more grown-up features, but you still could turn this into baby's first Christmas. Fun things like that. It just, it's super fun to use. You know what, Jenny? Not this year. Isn't that crazy? One year, you know, Photo Play did that whole Santa pause, and no one came out with the new one with pets. So we're making this our own. I know, but there's no like doodle pops and stuff with this, but then you just take your pictures. Oh, Annette, I agree. Just take your pictures and you'll turn it into your pets. I know. We'll have to see what transpires next year. I've kind of slowed down. I do have a new winter collection we're finishing up this weekend, but maybe that should be on my radar for next year. And with Simple Stories and the other paper companies, they're just coming out with so many great collections, and I just don't have the time right now with all the fun things that we're planning for next year to make another paper right now. That was great during COVID because the companies had no choice. They couldn't get stuff here. So, but we'll definitely put the bug out for the pets next year. And who knows? We may have a new one of our own. I got some very talented people working with me. Oops, that I know one that can do that. Okay, just about killed it. Oh, white. Oh, now these whites we have to punch. I'm telling you, I got some of those in my paper the other day when I glued it down, and I was not happy. So get those picked up. Another great Christmas present. So then look, you just charge it. And don't let, if your hubby's a builder or whatnot, or significant other, don't let him steal it from you. He tried. And it's quiet and it picks up everything. Yeah, I think someone's listening. And the bottom. Yeah, if I would leave this person alone long enough to create. Okay, we're getting down to the last page here. Another one I want to round on this guy. Now we did a lot of, I know, December daily, events last year. We celebrated big for our 10th birthday celebration for Country Craft Creations, but we have, we don't have that many events this year. So that will give us time to also work on some new things. But don't forget, we do have our National Scrapbook Day. It's going to be virtual this year instead of in person, because we are doing the cruise in June. It was too close to do in person. But jump on the website because you're going to want to do the virtual. If you've ever done our virtual events, they're amazing. You get, they're not, we have as bonus projects the layouts and smaller things, but you get the big projects, guys. And we still have some boxes available, so it makes great Christmas presents. You need to tell your family. And of course, our seasons of creativity. Oh, how did I smash that? Yeah. Oh, oh gosh, Annette. You know what? I will post the link on Scrapbookers because I did get them. I got it through Amazon and I don't remember. It may just be the mini desk. But see, there's glitter in there. Okay, it picks up your glitter. In fact, I probably should just empty it, but you really don't have to. I use it on the carpet. All right, we're getting down to the end. So I want to take the other half of my banner piece, or my sticker piece, I mean. I want it up, or do I want it down? We're going to go down. Now I cut these pictures at 4 3/4 by 3.5 to fit. So just measure, and I did round the corners. So 4 3/4 by 3.5 if you're wondering what size photo. And then you can just cut out the cut off all the background that you don't want to show. Okay, let's go ahead. Look at that, how cute. Simple, but an effective gift, let me tell you. Okay, let's go ahead and round the corners here. Get rid of the backing. And you can dress this up however you like. Add ribbons, add twine, or leave it nice, kind of clean looking. And I call it kind of like a gift add-on also. Yay, we'll see you later, Sandy. Thank you for popping in today. Yep, our designers are extremely busy bringing you guys fabulous projects. So be sure to check out all of their YouTubes. You can find the links on the website. And be sure to subscribe. Okay, I want to add a little bit more to this one. So cute things like you can add apostrophes on your photos. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to go ahead and add another border strip on here. So how cute. I would add all 4 of them, 2 on this side and 2 on that side. You can put these right on your photos. For instance, with the, I would pick it. Oh, here we go. Here comes, oh, that, you know, that's really cute. Let me see this other one. Now, when I do put them on my photo, bye, Annette. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to pop that there. It actually looks like it's part of the photo, but it's not. That one's kind of big, but be merry. It kind of looks like Homer saying that because Wilbur is, at that time, he was like, pay attention, you two. So be merry. You want to add some cute little stickers in there. Or even just the hearts. There's a lot of hearts. Add them right to your photos. And it just makes them that much more fun. Okay, let's go ahead and cover is super simple. However you want to embellish it. And I'm going to go with the Santa Claus is coming to town again. So this is the cut apart that was left on this sheet. And then if you notice, this Santa Claus doodle pop matches him. So, and the doodle pops, they're not expensive, you guys. What are they? $2.49? And they just dress everything up. It makes it pop. It makes it just stand out. But always glue them down because I've lost some before. Oh, hi, Terry. Yes, there's no chipboard involved. None whatsoever. Okay. Now, when I take my doodle pop off, you'll see there's some hearts. We've got a package. And be gentle. There, sometimes those little pieces. So he's 3D. If you've never played with these are so stinking cute. But I do glue it. And he will almost fit perfect on the graphic. And it's a little off, but it just looks like it's part of, you'll see. But it looks like it's part of the 3D. So I love it. And like I said, I glue down everything because I have lost some. And I've had to replace them on things. Now, if you purchased this kit that we've been working on, you will have a huge amount of this. And I want to, I know, I mean, you guys don't have to hang around. I'm just going to kind of craft on this one and put some of the odds and ends on with you. And for here, I'm just going to do the 2 hearts. Just kind of pop them in to add, just add a little interest. They're like enamels. I'll get back here. We don't want you to be sideways. There we go. Okay, this came with the kit. If you purchased the other one I just showed, and see, we have some really cute, we had lots of pieces and parts left over. And that's what's fun, that you can use them. You can use them. So, you know what? It's also, I think it's more fun if we're going to do this with photos there, right? So for instance, there's lights on the Christmas tree. And one thing I didn't do, I just used my temporary. So now that I know I want it there, Charlotte just wouldn't come into the camera. That's why she's not there. We just got her little legs. So I'll go ahead and cut this one. So I want them to match. So I'm going to square out that edge and just cut off here. I do want them on the photo itself. And since I cut Charlotte off, that's kind of a nice camouflage because I couldn't get her all in there. And then we already know this one's good. We put the sticker on there. And if you're just joining, I was showing how vibrant the color is with my little, no, this is the sprocket 4x6. So if you were wondering about the quality, it's very nice. So you can even put a tab, and you can have this stick out of your book. Or you can bring it down. So that's what I'm going to do. So we want to get a little, if it's a gift, it doesn't take much longer. We're just going to get a little decorative here and decorate these photos. This one isn't a gift per se. It will be, this one I'm keeping. I've got some really big pieces. There we go. I don't think Wilbur wants a flower on him. And that's Homer. So Homer can have the pine cones. Whoops, I shouldn't have put glue on first. And if you haven't purchased the Easy Runner, this temporary, you're going to want to get it because, again, this is super fun to use. So you can place your photos or anything that you're using, and then you can pull it up, because we don't want them permanent yet until you're positive that's where we're going. Oh, thank you, Maria. Well, they're pretty naughty. No, they are pretty good most of the time. They're beagles. What can you say? So those are the only 3 I have, but to give you an idea, that's how. Now I'll go through, and Doodlebug gives us so much. Okay, this was the odds and ends. This is the chit chat, and it's exactly, the chit chat is exactly that. Oh, here we go. Believe in magic. So run and pick this up, because you know we're down to the end here, but your chit chat has all the cute little words, "'Tis the season to be jolly." Look at this. So cute. These will even go in my December daily Christmas tags. And then, so there's odds and ends. Bits. This is bits and pieces with the tags. This one is the like main ephemera. You're going to want all 3 packages. Look at this. Look at this. How cute. How cute are these? Oh, see, I used the shaker. Can't remember what I used it on. I think we used it on the box. And then you've got, this is everything left over, you guys. You can make the cutest little village scenes. Chit chat, odds and ends, and bits and pieces are the 3. Okay, so let's believe in the magic, because kind of what it looks like they're doing there. And I'll go ahead and glue this one down. And these are nice little folios, because you don't have to have a ton of photos. I need to pay attention here. Just pick out your favorites and get those printed. For instance, that could go. I have so much left. You're gonna, and if you, like I said, if you purchase that kit, you too will have so much left. There we go. Merry Christmas. Put that one at the top. So cute. And the ephemera dresses it up. It just makes it pop more. And don't forget, I mentioned I'm going to, when I get done with this, I will clean up and I'll be on live again, so I can go through with you guys and show you the December daily. Now he's too big, but we have cute things like Christmas trees. If you want to do something a little bit different, these are the, you know what, guys, I can't remember, odds and ends. They have odds and ends, bits and pieces, and chit chat. So sometimes it's just hard to keep them straight. Usually I sort these out better, but I didn't this time. There we go. Now we need a word at the bottom. So much to choose from. Oh, here we go. Merry and bright. I did it again, didn't I? Oh no, it's glued down. Okay, and overlap. This will be my last one, but I just want to really show you how fun the ephemera is. It's not just for like one project. And you're going to think it grows anyway. You're going to be like, where did this all come from? There's so much of it. Okay, and there we go. that is our, I think it's so cute. Turns out really cute. Add your photos. Give this as a gift. So you can add headers on your photos after you put them in here. Gosh, you can do so many fun things if you didn't want this. You can put little things down here with your sticker sheet and decorate. But I think that that's good. And I'll finish these photos. And I'll get those all in. And we're done. And then I have another one for gift giving. See how quick that was? It's a lot quicker when you're not listening to me talk. Okay, I'm going to put these away real quick. And I want to show you tomorrow's project. Now, tomorrow's is going to be a little bit bigger. So I will have, oh, and see how it's starting to fatten up. So this one has pictures in it. This one doesn't. So you can definitely see it's starting to bulk up. And just little hands. Tomorrow, I'm going to be using G45. Yay, we're done with Doodlebug. No, I love Doodlebug, but time to move on, right? We're going to make the little star album. Well, it's not little. And I'll put the cutting guide back up on Scrapbookers. One thing is the corners. I don't know why I'm having so much problem with corners. So again, I'm hoping to get photos in this before tomorrow on these two sides. So this can definitely lay out on your coffee table. And you can just have it there for friends to look through. Now this, again, I did use my leftover papers from the boxes we made. Or you can also display it on your table. And this one is just, it's a remake from it's been made for years. I put my ribbon wrong, so we'll do it right tomorrow. So you can have it sitting out with your photos on the big long flaps. And like I said, I'll put the measurements on Scrapbookers. I believe I used 3 black and 3 red, but you can do it all one color. I'll probably do it all one color tomorrow because I don't think I have any more red. Again, another cute gift to give. I have to tell you, I had trouble with my bowl last night, but because I got to show you that. See that trick? If you go underneath, she showed me when she did a class. Then your bows will always come up perfect. And she was right. They've been coming up perfect every time. Okay, tomorrow we'll work on this, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll go through the December daily and what I have and haven't done for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, tomorrow is at 5:30. It's in the evening. It's a PM one. So, yeah, you'll have to catch the rerun. I know you're so far away, but it'll be recorded. Don't worry, guys. Everything stays recorded. Have a great day. Bye-bye.